How's it going, bronies? My name is Jari Pie or something. I moved into a new place, it's pretty ballin'. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten all my stuff out of the storage unit, so right now I'm recording on the floor, and it's really uncomfortable. I was working on a few long videos, but because of the conditions I'm in, it's kind of stress-inducing. So because I'm not at my desk and I'm just laying on my hard drive, I'm just gonna make a short video. So a lot of people have been talking about the show Velma, and also the new Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Legacy. And they're both really successful. Velma is the most watched show on HBO Max, and Hogwarts Legacy is the most viewed game on Twitch in Twitch history. But how is that possible? Velma is a terrible show, and supporting Hogwarts Legacy spreads Transformer phobia. Well, there's only one logical explanation I can come to. People are hate-watching and hate playing these IPs, and that's how they got so successful. Yep, folks, today we're going to be talking about the latest buzzword, hate-watching. It's kind of the opposite of get woke, go broke when you really think about it. The argument goes like this. The reason why these terrible shows and movies are still successful is because Hollywood is well aware of the angry reactionist incel man babies who are so sensitive that they will just spend all their time watching shows that just say men aren't great all the time. So obviously this argument was made by a certain side of the political spectrum, the one that is currently ruining TV shows and movies for the rest of us normal people. I'm sure you guys can guess which one it is. So let's analyze this beautifully constructed argument and how it will handle just a little bit of scrutiny. So first of all, let's analyze the wording in this article. Velma Premiere is HBO Max's most watched animated original show. Well, boys and girls at home, can you spot the problem with this wording? First of all, its premiere was the most watched. People watched the first episode because it was attached to a pretty big IP. It was on the front page, it had a lot of advertising. They realized the show was as horrible as the trailer suggested, if not worse, and then they stopped watching. No one expected them to disrespect Fred this much. It's also the most watched animated, not live action, animated, and not even the most watched animated show, the most watched animated original show. Can you even name another animated original show on HBO Max? There's Invincible. Oh wait, that's on Amazon Prime. There's BoJack Horseman. Oh wait, that's on Netflix. If this article said something like the most watched Scooby-Doo show of all time, maybe you would have a point. But hold on just a robot, I hear you saying. This show was already renewed for a second season, so it has to be successful, right?
No.
A real quick update, I got my desk moved into my room, so I might sound a little bit different throughout this video. Now I'm no longer sitting on the floor. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Normally a second season is already in production before the first season even drops. Look at the Cleveland show. No one gave a fuck about that show, but it got a few extra seasons because, well, they trusted Seth MacFarlane to make a successful show. A show getting a second season should never be a mark of its success, ever. I decided to do more research into this, and I found this article called, Without Warning, HBO Max to slash dozens of animated series from its service. Apparently, HBO Max got rid of 25 animated series, several of them being original. So yeah, because a lot of animated original shows were now off the platform, that's how it got its spot. In fact, I heard from some people that it's HBO Max's only original animated show. Like, can anyone who's making this argument name the second most watched original premiere show on HBO Max? But I don't have an HBO Max account, so I can't check for myself. Some people also point out the article where it said it had a 127% popularity spike. But that only judges how much people are talking about it, which is mostly negative. Sure, a few of them might have seen it, but most, no. And if you want proof, look no further than Morbius. People memed on that movie to hell and back, making studios think that they had a success on their hands. That movie came out, bombed, they re-released it, and it bombed again. This is all just a desperate attempt by studios to gaslight us into thinking we're the problem. We need to stop talking about these horrible movies and shows altogether because we're the one who's making them successful. Now sure, a few people might be hate watching this show, but most of the people who hate it didn't watch the show. They got their information from YouTubers and other third-party sources. But what about the new Harry Potter game? Is the other quote-unquote side of the political spectrum buying it and hate playing it? No, of course not. Their rules don't apply to them. It's obvious that a whole bunch of transphobes just bought the game because they hate trans people that much.
I'm finna cheek this whole ass blunt if I feel like it.
Or maybe, just maybe, Harry Potter is a really popular IP that almost everyone knows about, and people have been waiting forever for a good Harry Potter game. If you want to see a really horrible video about this, check out Kunkin's Daster's video. It's just so god-awful. Just imagine putting someone's fucking trans allyship into question just because they bought a goddamn video game. How much do you really think you've done for trans rights because you didn't spend $60 on a video game? Oh no, I must be racist because I played Mario Odyssey and there are Mexican stereotypes in that game. And Italian stereotypes in every Mario game. Oh no, I also use Twitter. I must be supporting Elon Musk. Oh no, I also have a Facebook and Instagram. I'm supporting My Sucks an Iceberg. And he made the metaverse and terrible cryptocurrencies. And he even let Russian bots onto Facebook. A few of you may say, oh come on Jar, that's whataboutism. We have to have a Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And you know what? I agree. People shouldn't be playing Mario games as well as Harry Potter games. But the thing is, the woman who wrote Harry Potter is already rich. She's probably getting an extremely small percentage for every game sold, if anything at all. I really didn't see the same level of uproar about Mario Odyssey as with Harry Potter. And let's be honest here, 90% of people who are complaining about this are just virtue signaling. When you really get down to it, you're just causing division and trans allyship, which is going to make trans people be taken less seriously. You know that, right? If you personally don't want to support Hogwarts Legacy for X, Y, or Z, cool! Don't support it! But shaming people for buying it just makes your side look crazy to normal people. And no, I don't mean normal people as in cis people. Come on, you know what I mean. By normal people, I mean most people. As much as the quote-unquote other side likes to think they're in the majority. Remember when I made my response to Diregentleman and I went over his awful Arcane video and how he strawmanned his opposition into being sexist and referred to them as a small minority of just weirdo sexist?
Anyone who has seen enough online discussion of Arcane knows that there is a certain vocal minority of Arcane fans who treat the show like it's an alternative to what they perceive as mainstream media.
I'm also working on a response to Cosmonaut's video on She-Hulk with Shady Do-Rags on his channel. In that video, he strawmans the people who really don't like She-Hulk into being a small minority of sexist man-babies. Now why am I bringing them up? Well, this whole concept of hate-watching really flies in the face of our enemies are just a small minority of really loud people. Because apparently this small minority of people made Velma the #1 show on HBO Max. According to Diregentleman, that is, in his Velma video. This small minority of bigots also somehow made Hogwarts Legacy the #1 streamed game on Twitch. This really loud minority of people kind of seem to be like the majority. Almost like they are or something. And it's because, well, they are. Here's the thing, if you're not terminally online, the culture war goes about as far as Andrew Tate bad, or I like Jordan Peterson. Harry Potter and Scooby-Doo are just big IPs. It's as simple as that. And the success of Velma still had to be lied about. Hate watching is just another buzzword that is going to be thrown all over the place until it loses its meaning. But when you really think about it, it's also an argument that you really can't beat. Let me give you an example.
Oh golly gee willikers, Billy, have you seen the new reboot of Smallville?
No, I haven't.
Oh, what? Why?
To be perfectly honest, I never even liked the original Smallville, so why would I watch the reboot of it? I'll watch the first 2 episodes, trying to give it a chance, but it's too episodic for my taste. I'm more into shows like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. You know, those kind of shows that you have to see every episode to understand what the fuck is going on.
No, only the first few episodes are episodic. Please, just keep watching it, trust me. It gets a deeper story later on. on! You can't just blindly hate on a show that you've never even watched!
You said that already about the first 2 episodes, but fine, I'll watch more of it.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, I finished the first season. I still don't like any of it. It's still episodic all the way through.
You only got to the first season! Come on! It gets really good in season 4!
Season 4? Are you kidding me?
Well, I guess it's your loss then. Too bad you can never criticize a show that you haven't seen the full thing of.
2,000 years later.
I thought it sucked.
Haha, hate watcher, you're such a man baby that you watched the full thing, as if you have nothing better to do with your life.
If you hate something you've never seen, you're bad. If you've seen something and hate it, you're also bad. And it was at this moment that I finally realized the term hate watching is just a new version of don't like, don't watch it. You know, the argument that is so stupid no one uses it anymore?
By the way, if you leave any negative hate comments underneath this video, you just hate watching it, gave me money.
I can't wait until the argument hate watching is looked at in the same way as the don't like, don't watch it argument. Studios are just really desperate to make this argument because they're just so offended by us YouTubers making fun of their reboots of movies and shows that they made for a modern audience. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. KaiserTrigger has done a very good job on editing it. Man, that guy just keeps getting better and better. I've been working on my longest video ever on the side, but I decided to give you guys this to tide you over until it's out.